In a poignant and timely public service announcement released just hours before Super Bowl LX, a group of Jeffrey Epstein survivors has come together to demand full transparency from the U.S. Department of Justice. The 40-second ad, widely shared on social media, calls on Attorney General Pam Bondi to release approximately 3 million withheld documents related to the late sex offenders case, declaring in unison, "We all deserve the truth."
After years of being kept apart, we're standing together.
Standing together.
Because this girl deserves the truth.
Because she deserves the truth.
Because we all deserve the truth.
The video, produced in collaboration with advocacy group World Without Exploitation, features survivors speaking directly to the camera against a stark black background. Some appear with black bars symbolically covering their mouths, representing years of silenced voices. Others hold photographs of young girls, images of themselves or fellow victims from the time of their abuse, underscoring the personal stakes. "After years of being kept apart, we're standing together," one survivor says. The group then echoes, "Because this girl deserves the truth. Because she deserves the truth. Because we all deserve the truth." Overlaid text highlights key milestones and frustrations. On November 19, 2025, the Epstein Files Transparency Act was signed into law. It then shifts to the core grievance. 3 million files still have not been released. The ad closes with a direct call to action. "Stand with us. Tell Attorney General Pam Bondi it's time for the truth." Viewers are directed to worldwithoutexploitation.org, complete with QR codes for easy access. The PSA gained rapid traction after being posted by the account Bar PSA Against Trump on February 8th, amassing over 75,000 views and thousands of engagements within 24 hours. Similar versions circulated on platforms like Instagram and Threads, often amplified by activists and media figures emphasizing justice for victims. Background: the Epstein Files Transparency Act. The ad's release comes amid ongoing controversy surrounding the implementation of the Epstein Files Transparency Act, bipartisan legislation signed by President Donald Trump on November 19, 2025. The law mandated the declassification and public release of all unclassified records related to Epstein's sex trafficking operations, aiming to provide closure for victims and accountability for any enablers. Initial phases showed progress. In February 2025, Attorney General Bondi oversaw the release of the first batch of declassified files. By January 2026, the DOJ published over 3.5 million additional pages. However, advocates and survivors argue that significant portions remain withheld or heavily redacted. Critics, including some members of Congress, have pointed to issues such as accidental exposure of unredacted victim information in partial releases, causing renewed trauma. A reported 340% spike in FOIA denials related to Epstein materials. High redaction rates, up to 92% in some documents, that survivors say protect powerful individuals while failing to shield victims adequately. The halting of investigations into potential co-conspirators despite victim testimonies. In January 2026, Representative Summer Lee, DPA, moved to hold Bondi in contempt for alleged non-compliance with congressional subpoenas. Watchdog groups have also raised concerns over omitted records involving high-profile Trump administration officials. Recent Associated Press reviews of released files indicate the FBI found substantial evidence of Epstein's abuse of underage girls, but concluded there was no broader sex trafficking ring targeting powerful men. A finding that has fueled skepticism among advocates, a unified voice for accountability. The ad marks a rare unified appearance by survivors who, as the video notes, were kept apart for years, often due to legal settlements, fear, or systemic barriers. Their collective stand amplifies long-standing demands for unredacted disclosure, arguing that partial releases fall short of the act's intent. This isn't about politics, one advocate associated with the campaign stated in related social media posts. It's about justice for the girls who were harmed and ensuring no one else is protected at their expense. As the Super Bowl drew millions of viewers on February 8, 2026, the timing of the PSA maximized its reach, turning a moment of national celebration into a platform for reckoning with one of the most infamous scandals in recent history. The Department of Justice has not yet responded to the latest calls from survivors. With millions of pages reportedly still under review, the question remains: will the full truth emerge, or will redactions continue to obscure it? For more information or to support the campaign, visit worldwithoutexploitation.org. The Newsroom Global is committed to factual, balanced reporting on issues of public interest and accountability.